Hi guys, and welcome to Localama YouTube channel. I'm Natasha and I will be your host today. I come to you from Canada, Manitoba, where I live with my husband and with my 5 wonderful children. And today in this video I would like to talk to you about what happened in my knitting life in January. I had some stuff that I finished knitting and some stuff that I started to knit. So that's what I want to talk to, and also I got some new yarn, as you can see, that I would like to share with you. So in the beginning I would like to talk to you about this beautiful project that I finished. It was a nice jumper that I made for my oldest daughter. She's 17 and it's made in soft Donegal tweed. It's very beautiful yarn. It has like these beautiful speckles of all the colors, and I designed this jumper especially for her, and it was a surprise jumper because I was knitting it at times when she's at school, when she can't see me working on it, and then I packaged it up in a nice present, and then I hid it in her room. And I wanted to see how long it would take her to find this bright red present, but it took her only half a minute to find it, and when she opened it she absolutely loved it and it fit her perfectly. And this yarn I got from Warm Wool Gallery. That's an online store which sells tweed yarn and other yarns, and I will link leave you a link below under this video to that yarn store. Maybe if you want to buy, and store located in Canada, so if you live Canada or US, shipping would be quite affordable for you. So this jumper has rows of bubbles and also some leaves, like very small leaves, and I will write a pattern for this jumper, and we'll see how many sizes it would include, but some sizes I'll have available. And I was knitting it on 4.5mm needles, so the needles were quite big, but after washing, this beautiful yarn blooms and fills up all the holes, and then you have this beautiful fabric that creates. So that's my first finished object that I'm very pleased and proud of. On the back it's same pattern goes, like yoke has same pattern on the back and on the front. So, and second finished object, it would be jumper that you see on me. This jumper I was test knitting for Knit Love Wool designer, and I really enjoyed this pattern. What can I say? So yoke looks like this, and you can wear a shirt underneath, or you can just wear it without shirt. It looks great both ways, and it has sleeves like this, but my problem is that after washing my sleeves stretched, so I'll probably just open up all this section, and I will just leave sleeves blue, like on the bottom here you can see, because when I will make sleeves shorter, they'll go up to here, then it would be very small area for blue color, and then will be color work again, and I just feel like personally for me it would be a bit too much. So I will just open it and just make a cuff, a ribbing, maybe 2x2, just in plain blue fabric, blue yarn, and that will be it. And also I don't really like that my yoke is too low here, but I can't do anything about it. I'll just leave it and just wear it like this. And the yarns that I used, it was 2 strands. One strand was kid mohair, so it was 25 grams balls, blue and white, and blue yarn, it was alpaca lace, so very fine, like in 100 grams it was 800 meters, and holding those 2 strands it created a really nice soft beautiful fabric, and I'm sure I'll wear this jumper a lot. So I was happy to do test knitting, but in the past, like in last video, I told you that I was doing test knitting for Sari Nordland. I was testing Empress top, and then I was testing Emmeline hat, and it was my third test for jumper. It's good to test knit, it was fun, but I feel that I don't have that much time now with small kids for test knitting, so maybe I'll postpone it a little bit, or unless some kind of gorgeous design comes out and it would really inspire me to invest my time in test knitting. But otherwise I will knit for now things that for a long time on my wish list that I would like to knit to actually make those garments. Okay, my next finished object would be these socks that I was making for my husband. They have like very small blockers inside them, just to hold shape to show you. I don't have big blockers for a size 13 shoe, but that's how I was knitting these socks in Knit Picks yarn, and I think they turned out pretty well. He was wearing them already quite a bit, and now I got them. He's not wearing them today because I kept them at home because I wanted to show you these socks. So I started with 72 stitches and I was working. Actually I didn't use any pattern, I was just using chart for stitches and how many centimeters I need to knit everywhere, and that's how I made them, and they worked out perfectly. They have a perfect fit. And what else I wanted to say about jumper and tweed, I will include some photos in the end of this video about process, how I was knitting it, and also how I packaged it, and also how it looks on my daughter, so you would be able to see it on person. And my last finished object for this month, it would be these beautiful socks. They're called First Snowfall socks, and they're designed by running yarns. And I also will include I'll include pattern, like link for a pattern for bright feather sweater. That's on me, I forgot to mention the name. And also for First Snowfall socks. They are really gorgeous. I used yarn drops Flora for these socks, and I used 75 grams of both colors. Black I needed a little bit more than 50 grams, just maybe like 53 grams about, and the rest was white yarn. And I followed the pattern. I really like it, and I think I will wear them a lot. And here on the back, like on the cuff, like on the bottom, it has this beautiful detail. So that's my finished object number 4. And I don't have much on my needles now. I have just one pair of socks which I forgot to bring here to show you, but it's just a purple socks, just plain vanilla socks that I knit if I go somewhere, and I'm knitting them in a yarn that I dyed myself. And also I want to start in the beginning of February, like today is a Monday, so today I will start casting on different projects, and I will cast on every day one project for 5 days, and then I'll try to finish them by the end of February. Some of them I finish earlier, some of them it will take longer, of course. And I'm really hoping to do like 2 jumpers maybe, and some accessories, and maybe something for my little kids. So I'll see what I'll cast on, and I'll show you it in my next episode. But also I would like to show you some yarn inquiries that I got, because we are knitters, we always love to see new yarn and see who has what and stuff like that. So this basket yarn I got this month, and it was actually a present from a store. They sent me yarn for review. It's a store called Mir Vishivki. It's a store in Russia, so they sent me yarn, and I will show you that as well, and I'll include link below, because that store sends yarn worldwide. So one of the yarns, it's Angora 2, and it has 50% of mohair, 30% of acrylic, and 20% virgin wool. It's really nice color and it's fluffy, and it's in 100 grams. There's 700 meters. And it's a little bit scratchy, just a little bit. So, but I think this yarn, this ball of yarn, would make a really beautiful lace shawl. So maybe that's what I will do with it. But I didn't choose pattern yet. And also I got 3 little balls of this beautiful cashmere yarn. They're 25 grams each, and it has 75 meters, but yarn is really, really soft and gorgeous. And I'll just come closer to show you how it looks. And I have 2 of these brown ones. This one is falling apart a little bit because I was pulling strand because I wanted to make a sample. And one of them is this nice, beautiful cream color. And it's company called Midara cashmere, and it's Italian cashmere. Really, really nice, soft, beautiful yarn. It has like this little fluff on it, but it's tied together so nicely. So I want to make out of these ones, I want to make a hat or a beret with some color work. I actually had to stop video because it was so warm in our house. It is so warm in our house that I had to take off my sweater. So now let's continue. So I talked about this yarn, and I will make in near future, I'll make something with it. Even maybe this week I'll cast on this cashmere yarn because it's beginning of February, and for us in Canada, here in Manitoba, February, March, April, it's like 3 more cold months, so I'm sure I would love to have another hat to wear. And also I got some needles this month. I ordered them from Yarn Canada, yarncanada.ca. And I got one package. It's 2.25 millimeter needles, and they have they're 100 centimeters long. So this one's also 100 centimeters long, but they are 2.5 millimeter needles. And also I got this another pair of the super short 9-inch needles, 2.5 millimeters, because I have one pair and I really love them. I work a lot with them, but I thought if I have 2 pairs, then I can work on 2 socks at the same time. So that's why I got them. And also, like Yarn Canada, they have like if you order up to if you order $25 or more, then you get free shipping. And I was just few dollars short of free shipping, so I decided to order some yarn, which the yarns that I wanted to order anyways. So a while ago I got just one ball of this beautiful yarn. It's Peyton's yarn, and it's interesting. It has 55% hemp and 45% cotton, and it's 100 gram ball, and it has where is it? It has 174 meters. So, and I just ordered like last summer just one ball, and I knitted a small sample out of it. I just wanted to see how this yarn looks. Is it rough? Is it soft? But it's pretty nice. It reminds me of cotton yarn very much, but it has this flexibility, and I think I would like a top made out of this yarn. And my color was one color that I got, it's color sepia. And when I went online and I checked, and I saw that this yarn, like some colors were 50% off, and I realized that it's like would be from same dye batch. So I decided to buy more of this color, so I got 3 more, and it was only 3 left. So I was lucky enough to get from same dye lot, same yarn, same color. But also I didn't want like just boring brown color for my top, so I also chose those 2 beauties, and it's colorway called Lipstick, and it's really beautiful color, and I think they will go really nice together with some stripes, or somehow I'll combine them and make a garment for myself. So I have 600 grams and it would be plenty enough even for a longer top. So that's my yarn inquiries for this month, and I had 4 finished objects, which I'm happy like, but most of them I started in December, so it's kind of like for 2 months I made only 2 pairs of socks and 2 tops. So it's not that much. I hope that my February will be more productive, and instead of in 2 months making 4 pieces, 4 finished object, I hope I can do in 1 month 5 finished objects. But we will see. We'll see how it goes, because some days are more busy, some days are not. So we'll see how it will work out in February. But I'm so still passionate about knitting very much, and I also love dyeing yarn. And actually this month I added to my Etsy shop 4 new skeins of yarn, and 4 of them are the same, so it would be enough for a sweater quantity, right? Or it's a sock yarn, but it has 40% mohair, 40% wool, and 20% nylon. So it's really nice and rich yarn, and I will include photos of it in the end of this video, so just for you to see. Of course I forgot to bring it here, because when I'm getting ready for a video, I'm trying to bring here everything I want to talk about, but while I'm talking, I'm remembering some other things that I didn't bring here. So weather is treating us really well this winter. This winter is quite warm. I'm just looking there because there's a window. This winter is quite warm, nice, and not a lot of snow, but still we have enough. And it looks really magical and beautiful outside, and beautiful sunsets and sunrises. I love to take pictures of sunsets or sunrises. They're so beautiful and colorful in winter time, so it makes me really happy. So that's it for today. I was so glad to talk to you, and I hope in near future I'll have more tutorials on my channel, because it wasn't any new ones for a while because I've been so busy with kids. Okay, but I hope soon I'll add some stuff that you can learn about knitting. And also I didn't publish any patterns in December or January, new ones, so I really hope I'll do that soon too. Okay, nice talking to you. Bye.